So if you have the game on Xbox app or Microsoft Store, Xbox Game Pass user can also perform steps from this video. For Xbox Game Pass user, I made a separate video. You can try steps from here. Now, the first step is to restart your computer. Simply restart your computer once, and after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to install the game on SSD. This is important. So if you check the minimum system requirement, and it tells you to install the game on SSD. So here you can see SSD is strongly recommended. So install the game to SSD and then check. Now the next step is to remove DX11 or DX12 from the launch option. So in the launch option, when you go to properties in the launch option, if you put DX11 over here or DX12, when you try to launch the game, you will receive some errors. So remove DX11 or DX12 from the launch options. Here you can see you are receiving this error. So just go to make a right click on the game, go to properties and remove, empty this launch option. Do not put anything over here. And then you can launch the game and then check. Also uncheck administrator from the game installation folder. So if there is a check mark on the game exe file for administrator, you will again receive this error. Now for this, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, now click on browse local files. Now make a right click on this game exe file, select properties, go to this tab. If this box is checked which says run this program as an administrator, uncheck this box and then hit apply, click on OK. Now open this folder, binaries, Win64, and over here also you will find the exe file. Make a right click, then go to properties and then uncheck the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the game and you should not receive any kind of error message. So here you can see the game is launching. So uncheck administrator. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you are using, make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program, or you can allow the complete game folder to the exception list of that particular antivirus program, because this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now I'm not using any third-party antivirus, I'm using Windows Security. So if you're using Windows Security, you can go to Windows settings, go to privacy and security. If you have Windows 11, if you have Windows 10, go to update in security and then click on Windows Security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection, click on it. Now click on allow an app through controlled folder access, click on yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So if the game is installed in C drive, open C drive, program file 686. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder and then open the game folder. Select the game exe file, click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Now open this folder, binaries, Win64. Select this exe file, click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and go to control panel, system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings at the top. Click on allow another app. Click on browse, and then again go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder and then select this exe file. Click on open. Click on add. In my case, it is already added. Again, click on browse and then open this MW5 clans folder, binaries. Not the third party, Win64. Select this exe file, click on open. Now click on add. Once the game is added over here, now you can launch the game and then check. Now next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now this time, if you want to run the game as an administrator, make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse local files, and then just make a right click on this exe file and then run as administrator. Do not go to properties and then put a check on the box. So just make a right click and then click on run as administrator, click on yes to allow, and you have to do it every time, and then you should be able to launch the game and then check. You can even open this MW5 clans folder, binaries, Win64. If you want to run as an administrator, make a right click and then you can click on run as administrator, and then you can click on yes, and you should be able to launch the game as an administrator. And you can even try But yeah, you can even make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, and this time you can go to this tab, put a check over here which says run this program over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, and apply and OK, and then launch the game, and then check. If that does not work, you can even go to, you can try Windows 7 over here and then hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the game. You can even put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. So when you put a check on these boxes not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes and hit apply, click on OK, follow the next step. Now the next step is to verify the game files. Now for this, go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, and go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Now once this verification is 100% complete, you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to delete the config folder. Now when you delete the config folder, all the saved settings will be lost. Now for this, you can open File Explorer in computer, go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data at the top, click on view, select show, put a check on hidden items, and then open app data folder. Now open the local folder. Now over here you will find the MW5 clans folder. Open this folder, saved folder, and here you can see config folder. You can make a right click and then you can delete it. If you want to create a backup, you can just copy this folder, paste it to the desktop. If you want to backup, all the saved settings will be lost when you delete this. So delete it and then you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to rename or delete the save game files. Now when you do so, when you rename or delete the save game files, you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So only if you agree, you can do this. Now for this, again, you have to go to the same location. So go to this location, users, username, app data, local, and here you can see MW5 clans folder. Make a right click, and then if you want to create a backup, you can copy this folder, you can paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup, you can make changes. Whenever you want to put it back, you can always put it back, but you will lose all the game progress. So make a right click on the game folder over here and then click on rename, or you can rename it whatever you want. I will just rename it .old, and then you can launch the game. When you launch the game, it will create another MW5 clans folder and your game will start from scratch. Or if that does not work, you can even delete this save game folder, but you will lose all the game progress, and then you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to perform clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here. So once you select your graphic card, then select your operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10, and then click on find. Now once you click on find, it will go to another page, and over here you can see at the top GeForce Game Ready driver. So the latest right now is 565.90. so you can click on view and then you can click on download. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on agree and continue, and then select custom option over here, then click on next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check over here and then click on next and let the installation complete. Once this is complete, restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Now AMD card users can first of all uninstall the current version of graphic card driver which is installed on your computer. Uninstall it, then restart your computer, and then go to AMD website and then select your graphic card, install the latest graphic card driver, and then again restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings, and over here click on add desktop app, and then go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder, select the exe file, click on add. Once the game is added, here you can see it is added. This is the game. Now click on this down arrow and select high performance. You will see NVIDIA or AMD graphic cards. So select high performance over here and then again click on add desktop app. This time open this MW5 clans folder. This is important. Binaries Win64. Select this exe file and then click on add. Once it is added, you can find the game in the list. Once you see the game, you can search the game if you don't find it in the list. And once you find it, again select high performance and your graphic card over here. Select high performance and then you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings under performance. Select advanced tab and then click on change. Now over here, first of all, try automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Put a check over here and then click on OK and then click on OK and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, again go to settings and then this time go to advanced, change and then uncheck this box. Select the drive where the game is installed and then select system manage size and then click on set and then click on OK and it will be asking you to restart your computer. So once that is done, now restart your computer. Restart is a must after this. After the system restart, you can check. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024. I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. This is important. So go to Windows Update or Update in Security and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer. And after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. Now for this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, scroll down here, you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and x64. You have to download both the files. So click on it. and then you can run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see install option, click on install. Now download this x64 file as well and run this exe file as well. So if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install and let the installation complete. Once both are installed, then restart your computer. Restart is a must after this, and after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Next step is to update system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have a Lenovo, go to Lenovo. Whichever system you have, go to their system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available. Download it, install it. In case of laptop, when you update the system BIOS, make sure battery is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, do not unplug the power cable. Your system will restart during the BIOS update, and then after the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to unplug all the external devices which you are not using. Disconnect all additional USB adapters. Sometimes we have extra USB adapter dongle connected, disconnected. Disconnect additional joystick or controller. Sometimes we have extra controller connected, disconnected. Disconnect multiple monitor. Try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any third-party application or services running, close it. Disable Steam overlay. Now for this, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game. Turn it off and then check. Also, if you have Discord running, like you're using Discord, you can go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. If you have GeForce Experience running, go to GeForce Experience settings and turn off in-game overlay. Or you can simply close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Also close all the overclocking application, like if you have MSI Afterburner, ReverTuner, any kind of overclocking application running, close it and then launch the game. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is, now you can skip this step if you're not able to launch the game. If you're able to launch the game, you can switch to window mode and lower down video settings. Now once you launch the game, you can go to options and then go to graphics. Now if this is set to borderless window, you can switch to window mode. So set it to window mode. Now if the resolution is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more. Now if the VSync is off, you can turn it on and then check. If the VSync is already on, you can turn it off and then check. Now FPS limit, I will set it to like 60. And if you're using NVIDIA DLSS, in that case, you can now set it to quality. So in my case, I will set it to quality. Now for NVIDIA Reflex low latency, in my case this is off, so you can turn it off and then check. Scroll down. Now if you're using FSR, again if you're using AMD FSR, in that case you can set it to quality. You can set AMD FSR to quality and then check. Now scroll down. Now over here you can see quality settings. Under quality settings, if everything is set to maximum, you can lower it down. So I will just set it to medium. So if everything is set to maximum, you can try high, or you can set it to medium, or you can even go for low quality. Shadow quality, I will set it to low. You can set texture to medium or low. So lower down graphics settings and then apply the settings. So hit apply and then again apply. Now you can check the performance. Now the last step is to install the game to SSD, as I told you before. Now uninstall and reinstall the game. If nothing is working, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage. Now click on uninstall. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder and delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, then try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.